Hi everybody, Gary Chavez here. I wanted to make a quick overview video of my new game, Saints and Scoundrels, about how to play the game. So I set up the game in a previous video, and feel free to take a look at that before looking at this, but we'll get right into how this game is played. So this game was inspired by one of my all-time favorite movies, or more specifically, one of the characters in my all-time favorite movie. Bonus points if you can guess what movie it is by the end of this video. So the story of Saints and Scoundrels is that all the players are playing private detectives looking for a serial killer in the city. In addition to trying to find the serial killer, all the players are trying to sabotage each other's investigations to make sure they're the only ones who find the serial killer and claim the reward. There is one person offering to help you, a man named Dr. Zyko, aka Dr. Zyko the Psycho. He is a brilliant criminal psychologist, but he's also a serial killer. Luckily, he's in jail right now, but you as a private detective can consult with him, and he's offered to help you. However, the rumor is that he's a little bit bored in jail, and he would love nothing more than to drive the private detectives insane. So the game is pretty simple. You're moving along this, what I call the evidence track. There's about 25 spaces, and your goal is to get as far along this track as possible, gather as much evidence as possible to find the serial killer. When someone reaches the end here, that means they gathered enough evidence to find the serial killer. But the person who gets to the end first is not necessarily the winner of Saints and Scoundrels, and I'll explain more about that later. So wanted to show you the cards in Saints and Scoundrels. Now, normally the cards are not put out like this, but I just wanted to show you what the cards look like. So there are 8 different types of cards in Saints and Scoundrels. So I like to tell players that there's basically 3 parts of this game: a straightforward part, a twist part, and a psychotic doctor part. The straightforward part is this: the movement cards allow you to move along the track. The movement cards are these 3 cards: the witness, analyst, and informant. Witness moves you 2 spaces, analyst moves you 3, informant moves you 4 spaces along the track. The movement cards have this green icon on it. Remember, green means go. Green icon with footprints on it. And when moving along the track, these yellow spaces here allow you to take one of these case file cards. Case file cards give you small bonuses, move you forward a bit more, move another person back a bit more. It's to your advantage. You're trying to get to land on the yellows. So, in addition to movement cards, you can also block someone from moving with using these, what I call menace cards, the thug, saboteur, and hitman. The menace cards all have a red icon at the bottom, red with a gun. Remember, red means stop. The thug stops the witness, the saboteur stops the analyst, and the hitman stops the informant. So that's a straightforward part. The twist part is this: you'll get 2 cards. And you can play them, but you don't have to show what the card is. So I can just say, I have an analyst. Now, I put this card down. Let's put it over here. I put that card down, and now everyone has a chance to call me out on it. Now, there's 2 ways to challenge someone on here. You can either say, I think you're lying. It could be simple if you just I think you're lying. Which case, at that point, you turn over your card, and you tell me the truth or you're lying. Everyone's going to know at that point. And no matter what, at the end of the turn, even if you're not called, you always turn over your card. So everyone will know if you lied about it or not. But the important thing is if you catch someone in a lie, or if you convince someone to call you a liar when actually telling the truth, you get a bonus. The bonus is that you get to move forward 1 extra space, or you get to move your opponent back an extra space. Now, in addition to just calling someone a liar, you can also put down the counter card. So, again, I have an analyst, but let's just pretend that no one saw that, and I'll put it face down and say I have an analyst. So someone could put down a counter card and say, well, I have a saboteur. So that changes the game a little bit. So the current player now has to decide if this opposing player is telling the truth or not. And you can challenge it by saying, I think you're lying, or I think you're telling the truth. If you think the person is lying, then the person has to turn the card over. In this case, they were telling the truth. But again, you get a bonus if you catch someone in a lie, or if you convince someone to call you a liar when you're not lying. So if I had called him a liar and he's telling the truth, then this player gets a bonus of moving forward 1, or moving the other player back 1. So that's the twist part, and the third part is the psychotic doctor part. Psychotic doctor part is this. So some of these cards have a color band on them. Some of them don't. Like say this witness card has no color band on it, but this informant happens to have a blue band on it. So, and some of these cards have two bands on it, 2 color bands on it. So you can have these 2 cards, and anytime you have matching color bands, that is your opportunity to visit Dr. Zyko. So you can just simply say, again, these are played face down. I have a Dr. Zyko combo, 2 blues. Or you can dress it up a bit and say, I went to visit Dr. Zyko, he showed me some hidden evidence. And again, everyone has a chance now to call you out on that. So the big deal about seeing Dr. Zyko is that Dr. Zyko combo allows you to move forward on the track 7 spaces, but there's a catch. Anytime you can lie about seeing Dr. Zyko too. Every time you go see Dr. Zyko, you have to take 2 of these Dr. Zyko cards. Okay, let's say during a game I visit Dr. Zyko twice, so I have 4 cards. So on these cards, and you can't look at them until the end of the game. You just have to kind of take them, and you won't look at them until the end of the game. So on these cards, about half of them are 0. A little bit less than half have a 1 insanity icon, and 2 of them have a 2 insanity icon on them. So at the end of the game, as I said, you reach the end of the game. We're reaching the end here, and that triggers the end game. So at that point, everyone reveals their Dr. Zyko cards. So I have 2 zeros, 1 insanity icon, 2 insanity icons. So I was close, but I wasn't driven insane. So say I was a yellow player, or I was a yellow player. And the blue player revealed his Dr. Zyko cards, and it turns out he went insane. So he's out of the game. I would be the winner of the game. The winner is the person who moves furthest along the track, by the end of the game, without being driven insane by Dr. Zyko. So a couple other things about these cards. The Grifter. Get rid of these. Grifter card does nothing. It's your opportunity to lie, or pretend it's another card. Try to fool everyone into thinking that you should move along the track to try to bluff your way forward. Or you can simply, if you don't like lying, if you're a bad liar like me, you can just simply discard the card face up and move forward 1 space. The Madman card doesn't give you any movement bonuses, but it has all 3 of the color bands, so that makes it easier to achieve a Dr. Zyko combo with it. So that's it. The game ends when someone reaches the end. And the winner is the person who has not been driven insane by Dr. Zyko, who's still in the game by the end of the game. Alright, so that's how to play Saints and Scoundrels. It's about a 20-30 minute game. Very quick. Very simple game to play. If you have any questions, please contact me on my Facebook page or on my email, gcrsgames@gcrocketscience.com. Alright, thanks a lot for watching.